Natalie Parker. Music is my passion. I've always been clubbing since I was about 15. I love being behind the decks. I feel at home there and it just makes me really happy. It's just my passion, that's why I do it. Started on the productions as well. I've been working with a guy called James Edwards. We've done a track together which is called Bedtime Story. That track's been signed in Sweden. I've also set up a record label recently as well called Project House Recordings, and I've taken on my first signing, including a remix from Dave Minns. I've got a radio show every Wednesday on Select. So I've been given the opportunity by the gallery as well to play for Ministry of Sound, which was an amazing thing for me. Ambitions for the future is carry on with my production. Just really happy working with people who are passionate about music. You know, if you work with those kind of people, you've got everything. It doesn't really matter where you are. You know, it's the people you work with that count the most for me, really.
Dope tap 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 tap. Dope tap 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 tap.
My name is David Minns. I've been DJing for 20 years now. To play the Ministry is a big honour.
Dope tap 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 tap.
Welcome to.
Hey guys, I'm James Edwards. I'm about to do the Ministry of Sound tonight. I started DJing as a kid, as a teenager, after being in Ibiza, being influenced by the best. I've been DJing now for about 4 or 5 years, been working really hard, working my way up, doing production and stuff, and now we've just broken into the Ministry of Sound, and we're about to do our set.
I got into DJing because my real father sold disco equipment in the 70s. Now, my real father passed away when I was 2, so I didn't really know him. But my stepfather was a DJ for my real father, and he was a DJ at all my school discos. So I learned from DJing, from actually being a kid in a school disco. I started up a name called Read the Crowd, which is a night I've run for 5 years. A lot of people say to me about the name. It came from that being a kid in a disco, and my stepfather saying, this one's for my son, and it's Eye of the Tiger, and it's the only one that got me going. And I would read the crowd. I would look at the girls, see if they thought I looked silly. It's the same thing a DJ does when you drop a track. It's to see if you look silly. It's like, are you playing the right track for the crowd that you're playing to?
Well, production started when I was told by a friend, actually, said you need to start getting into production to make yourself a bigger DJ. So a new track called My Sound coming out. That's on Grim Recordings. That's in the next, it's in about 6 weeks, I think. We've got remixes on there by Jack Michaels and Shepsy. Recently just did Fabric as well with my partner Dave Minns, who I'm sure you'll speak to later. So-called Scumbags, we rocked it out there.
James and I met. It's a funny story because we both ran Thursdays in Clapham. He ran the White House and I ran the Inigo, and he was my competition. We call ourselves now the so-called Scumbags, which is, yeah, it's funny because so-called means you're not actually scumbag. You're called that because you wear a hood on your head or something, you know. And every time he does something or I do something, it's scumbag. So yeah, we're the so-called Scumbags.
To play at Ministry of Sound is an honour, to be honest. I mean, I've been coming here since I was a kid. Ambition is to get to the top of the game, really. You want to be a resident of BP, you want to be playing at the best clubs, you travelling the world, America, Australia, Asia.
For the future, there's things with Gary Gecko from Coastal Marine, who's coming over to do a 10-year reunion at the White House with My Night Read the Crowd.
Look out for Grim Recordings, James Edwards and the so-called Scumbags playing at Fabric soon.
Is it raining with you? Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion.